Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at November's lineup for PlayStation Now games. We're going to be taking a look at exactly what games are coming to PlayStation Now for November and how easy the trophies and platinums are going to be to earn for those games. We've got 6 games on today's lineup. Let's dive in and take a look at them all. Welcome back, guys. If you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I make new videos like this every single day, taking a look at all the latest PlayStation and gaming news, as well as looking at trophies and the trophy news that happens each week as well. Today we're looking at the new games for PlayStation Now for November 2020, and we have a pretty decent lineup of content this month. We have 6 new games for PlayStation Now this month. Let's dive in and take a look at every single one of the games, and then we'll talk about their trophies as we go. The first game on the list is F1 2020. F1 2020 being the racing game, the Formula 1 racing game that came out last year. It's the 2020 edition of the game, so it comes out the year before, so 2019 for example. So this one's been out for a little while now. Pretty straightforward platinum, a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and it's going to take you around 45 hours. There are a decent chunk of multiplayer only trophies in here though, so be aware of that if you are going for this platinum. I don't know, I figured that this one here is probably going to be for a very specific type of person. If you're into F1 games, you're probably into racing and F1 games, so you know what's in store for you. So I'm guessing that most ordinary players who are just going for plats or going for whatever free games are available probably wouldn't be playing this one. But it's important to point out the multiplayer trophies regardless. Next up we have Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is the really realistic, I guess like fantasy medieval game that came out pretty early on in this generation. It was really well received when it launched. It kind of melding elements from Skyrim but making it so much more realistic. So if you're into action RPG fantasy games, Western RPG I should mention, this could be a game for you. Platinum wise, it's not an easy or straightforward platinum either. It's about a 4 out of 10 difficulty. It's going to take you well over 100 hours to platinum this game. I do recommend it. I played this game, I believe 2017, a long time ago now, and I really enjoyed it when I played it. Brutal, tough as nails game, but a really fun RPG if you're into that. There are no online trophies or anything like that, but there are a number of missable trophies on your playthrough as well. So if you're going to do this one, you're going to probably need to look at a full guide before you go ahead and earn the platinum in this one, because otherwise you're going to be spending way more time with this game than is absolutely necessary. Next up we have My Time Portia. My Time at Portia is a town building game, very similar to the likes of like a Stardew Valley or something like that, which is more of a sort of chilled out farming sim style game. This is a very chilled out sort of town building experience, mixed with sort of these collecting RPG type mechanics as well. It's got some elements from sort of Dragon Quest builders, it's got some elements from Minecraft, it's got some elements from Stardew Valley, and it kind of melds it into this really chilled out simulator building town thing. There's not a ton of buzz about this game online, but the people who have played it have said it's a really good experience. It's reviewed very highly, and it's just a nice chilled out game if you're looking for something like that. Trophy wise, it's about a 3 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, but on PSN profiles there is a guide here by Obesies saying that it's going to take you around 100 hours to platinum this game. So be prepared to spend a lot of time with it. With these chilled out games, that often is the case, though it does normally take a decent chunk of time to earn the platinum trophy. Rage 2 is also free this month. Rage 2 being the sequel to Rage, a first-person open-world adventure thing, very similar to Borderlands, I guess, if you're going to compare it to something. Probably slightly less RPG elements. Gameplay maybe closely aligned with Doom, but not quite, if you're looking for something like that. Rage 2 felt generic to me and didn't really do anything super unique, I wouldn't say. I didn't enjoy the tone of the game either, so it personally wasn't the kind of game for me. But I guess if you enjoy games like, I don't know, the Mad Max style of gameplay, the Borderlands kind of theming, then this could be a game for you. No online trophies or anything like that. Probably the most straightforward platinum out of everything this month, surprisingly actually. 3 out of 10 difficulty and about 25 hours to platinum this game. I actually do think this makes it the easiest game that's coming to PlayStation Now this month, which is kind of crazy considering it's like a big AAA game made by Bethesda. Next up is the fighting game Injustice 2. This is made the developers of Mortal Kombat. They have developed this Injustice franchise, the second one in the series. This is an awesome game. I played this one when it came out back in 2017. It has such a cool story. If you're into superheroes, especially DC superheroes, this follows this completely unique story about the DC superheroes. I'm not even going to spoil it. I'm not even going to go into it. I'm just going to say, go and play it. If you're into DC or superheroes in any way, it's worth playing. It's a fighting game, but it's not that hard. And honestly, for the story alone, it's worth it. The cutscenes and everything, the voice acting, mwah, they did a good job. Trophy-wise, there are some online trophies in this game, so be aware of that if you're going for the platinums. Don't believe it's gonna be too bad though. I do think you need to spend a ton of time playing online matches, but I don't think it's one of those things where you're gonna be like locked out of the trophies if you're bad at the game. It's just a battle of attrition type thing, I believe. It's about a 50 or so hour platinum, potentially more depending on what your skill level on fighting games is like. It's about a 5 out of 10 difficulty in terms of actual difficulty. Probably slightly higher, even maybe a 5.5 if I'm being really, really honest. This game though, I think is my favorite game on the list this month. This is a great, great game, well worth your time. Final game on the list is Warhammer Vermintide 2, and there is literally nothing about this game online. There is no trophy guide anywhere, there is no achievement guide anywhere. Have the trophies and achievements. In fact, let's look at that. Okay, over on PSN profiles, this game came out in 2018. Over on PSN profiles, we have 8,000 game owners. It wasn't obviously a super popular game, but only 24 of those have got the platinum trophy. So it makes the platinum trophy a 1.68% rare. If only 24 people have got the platinum trophy, that makes sense why there's no guide. This one here, I don't know. If you're into Warhammer and you've played the original Vermintide game and those things, then this could be for you. Trophy-wise, I genuinely have no idea how hard this one's going to be. Looking through the recent players list on here, they're all at 1%. I don't know if that's because the game's too hard to platinum and people just don't bother trying it, or if the game's not as good as people are hoping when they start it up. Maybe a bit of column A, column B. This game is available to you as well for free on PlayStation Now if you're into that. Okay, quick recap. Games that are free this month on PlayStation Now. Warhammer Vermintide 2. Kingdom Come Deliverance, My Time at Porsche, Rage 2, Injustice 2, and Formula 1 2020. 6 games available on PlayStation Now for free. Some decent stuff here if I'm being really honest. Some really solid games coming to PlayStation Now this month. If you haven't played Injustice, go and do that. It's a great game. Rage 2, pretty decent as well. And Kingdom Come Deliverance is a fantastic RPG. You just have to have like a decent amount of time to spend on it, and coming out in November, I don't think anyone has a decent amount of time to spend on that game. Those are the games for PlayStation Now this month. Let me know in the comment section below if you've played any of these games and if you enjoyed them, if you have any additional tips and tricks for any of the platinum trophies in these games, if you have any additional information about these games, let me know down here in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, thumbs up helps the channel out enormously, so make sure you give these videos a thumbs up. Your boy needs all the help he can get. Believe me, he needs all the help he can get. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. That's how we normally end this, right? That's how we do that. Bye.